here we go. Oh, the Blood Sapphire Control. Our opponent, good luck, have fun. This seems like a fairly good hand to have against this deck. We'll go ahead and keep this. Open up Diamond into Chlorophylla into turn 3 Hierophant, so seems pretty good. Yeah, I mean, the judges can only do so much, and they only will do so much, too. Like, in those situations where someone might be slow playing you, like, it's really hard for them to do very much. I've never really had any judge, or even heard of a judge, like, giving someone a game win or saying something else. Most of the time, all they do is they just come in there and they're just like, could you speed up your playing a little bit? And that's all they'll say. Or they may give one player a little bit like more time in the round, but it's hard to do that, you know. Because if they do that, then that can put them in a, that could put the whole tournament behind, and for just one game. So we could play the puck here, but I think we just go straight in on Hierophant. Oh, yeah. So luckily, Vampire Princess doesn't do too much to us here. We actually, by playing the Hierophant, we may actually be stopping the Vampire Princess from attacking. We may actually stop its attacks. Should be kind of interesting. See if he follows it up with the Vampire King. Or possibly even a sweep here. You know, he'll just go for it. In case I had a Chlorophylla, he could pick up. Yeah, gets to see a Balthazar. Resource drop. I don't think he had a resource drop this turn. I think he missed a resource drop, which is kind of a big deal. Nope, never mind. There it is. He can sweep. I don't think that's his time, though. I think he needs to wait a turn or two. He sees that we have Balthazar. He knows he needs to be able to deal with that. He needs to be able to counter Balthazar. That's kind of a big deal. He wants to stop me from drawing cards. He needs to stay ahead on cards. It's a real big deal. So we don't really have a play here, so we'll play the Shard of Life for Diamond. Like, we didn't really need the resource this turn is what I was saying. Play the puck. And then go ahead and swing in. We'll give it a turn. We'll play Balthazar next turn to draw a bunch of cards off of our really big Hierophant, unless he sweeps here. So if he's going to sweep, this would be a pretty good time to do it. We're a little ways away from playing our Charge Colossus, so. Yep, see, we have Balthazar still. Extinction, yep, that was kind of expected. So now we just have to recover. That seems like a fairly good recovery for us. So we'll go and play the Hierophant and then get it pumped up a little bit, hopefully, and we'll be able to play Balthazar next turn. Draw them cards. That's fine. Okay. Okay, we'll do this. That's kind of bad. That's unfortunate. Do I want him to hit the Balthazar or the Charge Colossus here? It's kind of hard. I'm going to transmog my Forever Child into a Unity Generator. That's not good. That's a real bad. That's really bad for me. Gain threshold of my choice. That's really bad. Boy. I kind of hope he hits Yeah, I was going to say Balthazar, but apparently not. So swinging with Hierophant, play Balthazar second main. Corruption me, okay. That's a fairly good pickup here. He can't murder in response, so yeah, we just go straight up Crocosaur. That's a fairly good top deck here. He had no counter either. He needed 3 resources really to be able to deal with that. To deal with this. Now he can follow this up with a another extinction would be good for him here. We're like 1 resource away from being able to resurrect maybe a Hierophant or something from our grave. We don't have our infinite charge Colossus because he already stole that from us, which is unfortunate, turning it into a vampire. But that's okay. We'll be okay. Yeah, another extinction follow-up, sure. So that's extinction number 2. And there's our shard. And we want to basically take the biggest troop we've got, which will probably be one of these Hierophants. Bring one of those back. Play Balthazar to draw tons of cards. Get back in this game. We can't counter here, so we're okay. There's what we want to see is the Soul Marble. We'll be sighting in Soul Marble in games 2 and 3. Another Hierophant. That's good too. So I'm going to cycle this guy because I don't want Vampire King to hit it. Or, well, I can always cycle in response. Yeah, we'll just go Hierophant here. And Chlorophilia, and then, or, yeah, let's just go. Play the Soul Marble, and then the Chlorophilia. Have 2 resources. Cycle the Root Father. Right? 2, 3, 4. Puts me back up. Yes. And Soul Marble's still bugged, where I need to have 3 resources in play in order to play it. So you have to keep that in mind. It still only costs 2, but it won't play unless you have 3. So it's, unfortunately, it's bugged right now. So we'll see. If he doesn't swing in, we don't have to. We will not have to cycle our Root Father here. And we can also pump up our Soul Marble, which is nice. So all those things seem pretty nice to me. Now, if he plays Uranos, that's where we really get in trouble in this deck. Uranos really ruins my day. Okay, yeah, we'll cycle our Root Father, so he has no chance of getting that at least. But he gets a Root Father anyways, possibly. Yep, gets my Root Father anyways. That's unfortunate. Full level Soul Marble possibly next turn. Puck the Dreambringer. No, I'm just going to full level and push here. Seems pretty good. He gets a Puck here, possibly. He gets another Vampire, but I think we'll be okay. I guess I can turn up my music again. Oh, he stole one of my Hierophants. Oh, that's nice. I don't think it does very much for him, but... Nope. Sorry, Puck. That's unfortunate. But we're okay. I'm gonna hold on to Immortal Tears here because I want him to just keep swinging away with those Vampire Kings, thinking he's gonna get stuff out of it. Just pretty much bluffing with it. But at this point, he's already used up 2 of his extinctions. He isn't really drawing that many cards, so I don't really see him necessarily coming back from this. I mean, I guess he is life gaining quite a bit, so he can gain 6 more. I mean, what is this, like turn or 2 away from death, so I mean, I guess he could pull this out. I haven't really gained a lot of life this game, considering that I'm a life gain deck. He's just going to chump things off and prevent damage. Okay. Actually, I should probably play the Immortal Tears just to deck thin myself. Yeah, to get better quality, just to get more health, possibly. Yeah, sure. If only this like gave me like charges instead of threshold, that would be something. Oracle Song, trying to find an answer here. He needs to get the extinction. 2 chances at an extinction there. 40 cards in the deck. He's already played 2. I had someone had like 20 something odd cards in their deck, and they had 3 extinction. They were searching for one to answer me, and they never found it. It was crazy. That's pretty good because that's a nice chump blocker, and he can keep pushing with his Vampire Kings-ish, maybe, because he can chump block both of these guys with like 1 Vampire King and 1, push 3. That doesn't seem very good because I'm still doing 10, 11, 12, 13 there, and he gains 3. Yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty bad. I give up a Hierophant on the attack possibly here, but then I still win because I still do enough damage. Yeah, Soul Armaments really screws up the Blood Sapphire matchup if they don't have an answer for it. It really, I think, is one of the big things. Okay, he's going for the 1 attack, so he's got the double chump block here. Yeah, trying to race a little bit. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and play the Diamond Shard here just because I want to be able to resurrect something out of my grave, possibly like Crocosaur or another Hierophant or something. Threshold of my choice. Oh, so useless. Such a bad card for me. Of course, it got transmogrified, so that's what happened. 2 corruptions. Ooh, that could put him back in this. If he gets some health gain. No? Okay. It's close. Alright, so we'll do this. I actually really like Crocosaur here, and Master Moss, of course. Purge, not so much. Chompasaur, yes, because he's going to bring in Closed Coffins. And Balthazar, of course. I actually go down on the Forever's Childs because they're very removable. And Infinitrix also. Well, that's flying. That's kind of a big deal. Root Father's pretty bad here in this matchup. Charge Colossus is fine. I don't know if I want this Cheese Smith. I guess that Cheese Smith helps because that lets me resurrect things. Me down one Infinitrix. Yeah, something like that. Sure. Yeah, I like having the Crocosaur because every time he plays Vampire King, a lot of times it ends up being two troops anyways, and then I get to Crocosaur him a lot of times. I mean, there are times when the Vampire King eats the Crocosaur out of your hand. There are times when that happens as well, but more often than not, I get to Crocosaur him. So I feel like, yeah, Root Father is probably one of the worst cards in this matchup because it just sits in your hand a lot of times, and it's very removable by the Blood player, and yeah, just doesn't do very much. This is good. Keep this. And we don't have a lot of like action here, but we have all the ramp to build into the action, so I feel okay with this. Hopefully we just draw into like some good stuff. Oh boy, we may flood here and then lose. I think it was Armies of Mordor that said that I should probably be playing Purge in this matchup, or talked about Purge, but I don't know. Oh, he's gonna take my Chlorophylla here, or maybe my Sight of the Sun. Probably Chlorophylla. Sight of the Sun's very removable, so if I was him, I would take Chlorophylla here, because that deck thins. I feel like that's the choice to make here. He was hoping to hit Hierophant. That's what he was hoping to hit, and I just didn't have it in hand. So if I top deck it here and then play it, that's gonna feel pretty bad for him. What we were hoping for is Soul Marble in our opening hand is what we were really hoping for. Really thinking about this. Or maybe something's going on where I'm not passing priority or something. It's my priority and the priority's stuck. Great. It's my priority. Okay, good. That was about to get frustrating. I think that was a bad choice for him. I think I would have rather deck thinned here. Plus I can resurrect that guy if I really wanted him back, but I guess he can earn Ozem back, but it's not looking good. This is not looking like a good game for me. We need to top deck some action here. And we're drawing one card a turn, so this may not be our game. Kind of flooded pretty hard here. Yep, and that's bad too. Especially if it's something that we want. He knows we've got a really slow hand, so we can take his time and play those. And oh, that's good though. We can go Forever's Child here and see if he has the removal for it next turn. If he's got the removal, it's most likely he has the removal for this. I mean, Murder or Extinction would be fine, though. And then I have to pull it back later. But at least I've got something good I can pull back later. Crucible. Void random card in opposing crypt. Sacrifice this. Void all cards. Void cards in all crypts. Gain 2 charges. Huh. I guess that's pretty good versus my champion power. There's Infinitrix. So we'll play the Infinitrix and we'll pass our powers over to the Howling Brave. So we can get some more life gain here. So let's go ahead and give him the life drain. And I don't have any other resources. I mean, I guess I could have done Steadfast instead, but having a 6/6 is better than a 4/4 in my opinion. Just gonna start getting rid of those cards out of my grave. Yeah, that's pretty good. Eating those cards out. It's a really good tech card in this matchup. Especially because I'm 2 turns away from being able to resurrect my field now. You know, just drawing ramp. Yep, so I gotta wait a turn. I do have Chompasaur to deal with this, but he can just sack in response. It's a random card, right? Yeah, avoid a random card. So I have a chance of... Hopefully I can get Forever's Child this turn. Yeah, I can get it back. Well, that's good. Next turn, rather. Forever's Child. I don't really want that Orkin. Oh, he's gonna... Yep, get rid of all of it. Sure. I don't get anything back, so now I'm in top deck mode with no possible way to pull anything back, and I've got to Puck the Dreambringer. Not doing too much on the board here. Chlorophylla deck thins, I guess. Yeah, he was hoping to hit my guy, and I would be too if I was in his position. Alright, well, it looks like unless I get some action here, this is probably going to be his game. The 2-2 on the board is not going to be fast enough to finish. He's definitely going to have something before this guy's able to finish. I don't know, 8 turns. Puck the Dreambringer gets there in 8 turns, right? At least I can play everything in the deck versus that Vamp King. There's the Crocosaur. So unfortunately, we have to play this Crocosaur out because the Vampire King just eats him. So this is one of the bad Crocosaur moments. Yep, that's unfortunate. That's, yeah, pretty unfortunate. But we're in an okay spot to race now, at least. Because we do 7 minus 3, so we do 4 a turn net. Because he's going to gain 3 a turn. So, we'll see what happens here. Drawing them cards, getting ahead of us in card advantage, way ahead. We need a Balthazar here. We really need a Balthazar here. I haven't seen too many counters out of him. Of course, Soul Marble would have been the best optimal card to have at the beginning of the game, but we haven't seen that either. Yep. And he's got chump blocks. Yep, take them. 3 damage. Gain him some life. Another Chlorophylla. So we swing in, right? We are deck thinning at least. We've hit 3 of our 4 Chlorophyllias. So there's that. Yep, draw them cards. That was a really good tech play. I think that that's definitely better than Closed Coffins, that card, because I can't really respond to it very quickly or easily. Oh, double Vamp King. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, now he's ahead of us on head on damage. So if we top deck a Crocosaur, that'd be optimal here, but he probably has counter up. Looks pretty bad for us. I probably should have held on to that until second main, but oh well. He just takes it. I mean, it is, at this point, he gains 6, we do 5. 7. Like, he's got the game locked up with the board state he's got with the double Vamp King. Yeah, double Vamp King is going to lock this whole board up. So we'll go to game 3 and see if we can do a little bit better than flooding out really hard in our opening hand. I do still think that he should have gone Chlorophylla on that discard there. Oh, there we go. That helps. Counter or kill will take care of this. Yep, counter, and then we pull it back. He can kill. He still has the resources to kill here. So if he kills, then we're... Still in trouble. Oh, okay. Okay, we kind of got back in this, but he still has a turn. He could extinction here and that, and he's still drawing a ton of cards, so we dealt with the big threat of the double Vamp King, and of course if he Urnazes, we're in trouble as well. So he'll pull back our Crocosaur, or he'll take a Vamp King back or something. And he's searching. That's good. He can't play Urnaz this turn. Oh, but he does have Vamp King again. Yeah, sure. All the Vamp King. Vampire King seems pretty good. Infinitrix, that works. Maybe. Go ahead and life drain. This may be a bad decision, actually. Steadfast and flight on this guy. Yeah, spread out our buffs a little bit here. So we've got blocker for Vamp King, and we can still push some decent amount of damage. How many extinction have we seen here? Just one, I think. I think I've only seen one extinction. Yeah, just the one. Alright, well that's going to extend the game at least a little bit if he has extinction. Or I'm still waiting for our friend Urnaz to show up here. Urnaz really hoses my game up because he can steal such great troops out of my grave. But then again, he did play that card where he did play Crucible, and that helps. Puck the Dreambringer was never so beefy. Taking on Vamp Kings. Look at that. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna... He's probably got extinction here. He's trying to gain some life, I guess. We have to make this block. I don't think he's got any buffs. That would be kind of crazy if he did. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just gaining that life so he can extinction away the board and get back. Yeah. Back in a top deck mode, a Howling Brave is not going to do very much for us. Go ahead and pass the turn back. Need something good. He stole our Charge Colossus. Oh man, that's bad for us. Well, that's really good for him, that's for sure. I was really hoping to see that Charge Colossus again. Can we race a Charge Colossus? Ugh. I think I go ahead and just chump this Charge Colossus off of the Howling Brave while I can, because he probably has murders and other stuff in the deck anyways. He probably does swing in here, because Hierophant's kind of slow at this point in the game, and he's got me in 4 turns with Charge Colossus, depending on how I block and other stuff. I guess Hierophant can make infinite blockers. There is that. I'll go ahead and take it. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of healing in this deck. We'll see what happens. I do have Chompasaur, which can take care of this as well. See the Killipede. Now that's an issue. Yeah, that might just win by itself. Yeah, that Killipede. I need like Chompasaur here. Chompasaur would be optimal. Oh, look, he stole my soul marble. It's a blood soul marble. He's getting the soul marbles I was looking for. That's nice. Okay, I think this is fairly over at this point. Like, I don't really see this going my way at all. Oh, wow. Well, we just have to hope that we do better in the next game. That's for sure. So I'll take it. If I get a Chompasaur, I can at least get something going here, and still have a blocker for that guy. Chompasaur, come on, Chompasaur. No, not that. I don't care. Okay, that's fine. Chompasaur. No, not a Chompasaur. Yeah, random cards out of my grave. Not that I'm going to get these charges up anytime soon. Chump block here. Take one in the air, maybe. Chompasaur. We want to see Chompasaur here. No. That is not Chompasaur. I don't even think I have one in my grave that I could resurrect here. Crocosaur kind of deals with this situation. If I can... Oh, except that he just ate it out of my grave. Oh, the other one works too. Except that now all his stuff has spell shield, so whatever. Yeah. Off of this soul marble that he stole from me. Oh, I guess he's going Soul Calvary. He's going all in. Okay. I mean, I basically block here 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I lose here. Yeah, no matter what I lose. That's 14 on the Soul Calvary plus the Charge Colossus. Yeah, I guess that works. Sure. I think Infinitrix is fine here. Maybe I do want more of these. G. Smith is fine. That's fine. Maybe I just... the Charge Colossus. Chompasaur still is good. What do I get rid of here? Sight of the Sun? Man, I don't even know what to... I think what I did was fine, I guess. Let's do that and... I don't know, the Chompasaur really answers most of his stuff actually that well. Alright, let's see what happens here. Yeah, it feels like Chompasaur is definitely not as good as against this as it is against closed coffins. This isn't playable, is it? Well, let's see. So I play this, play Immortal, play this guy in the third turn. And then I have a Chompasaur, maybe, but if that guy doesn't die, and yeah, this looks bad. We're gonna replace our hand, and I guess this is okay. I can't play Soul Marble on turn 2 because of the bug, so that's obviously an issue. with this hands. You need to have, like I said, you need to have 3 resources in play in order to play Soul Marble. So this looks pretty bad for us, this game. He drew a lot of Vampire King. I'm surprised he didn't draw Urnas last time. Yeah. I've done pretty well against this deck in this particular control deck. There's my Chompasaur. Luckily I can play it. And we can't play the Soul Marble, which is unfortunate. Crucible. Luckily, neither one of the vampires can hit Soul Marble when it attacks. Like I said, I haven't seen a single counter out of this deck, which is surprising. Normally this runs 4 counters. Forever's Child, okay. So I'm just gonna power this thing up. In his end step. We'll do it in his end step. And then start playing things, and it's like counter or pay the price type of thing. He's flooding on Sapphire here. There's no blood. That's kind of a big issue. It's kind of a big issue for him. Armaments, good. Good to go on armaments. I'm gonna go ahead and Chompasaur this Crucible here, and if he counters, that's actually kind of good for me. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I can pull him back. Oh, except that he can do that, so. I'm in the future. It's gonna sacrifice everything in Graves? Oh, that's why did he just do that? I don't. Does it draw him a card? I don't get it. I don't get why he just did that. Someone explain that to me. Why he just did that. Okay, so we're free and clear to play a card here, so I guess we go all in on Forever's Child. Seems like the most aggressive play is Forever's Child here. But I could also play Hierophant and a Soul Marble as well, and that's fairly aggressive. Yeah, let's go Hierophant, Soul Marble. We'll do that. Might as well level this up a little bit. So he has to sweep to deal with this. That could help. Oh, he gets his own Hierophant. Luckily mine's better, because it doesn't exhaust to attack. Let's go ahead and swing in. Okay, it's a good block for me. I'm kind of waiting for this sweep to play Cheese Smith. So Honestly, with the soul marbles at this point, I prefer to just put another soul armaments into place just so it's even harder for him to deal with not being able to target my stuff. I don't think I care about that at this point. Well, now I have to play the cheese smith, so that's kind of bad. Alright, if I top deck, he's putting himself in bad Crocosaur range, is what he's doing here. He's hoping I don't have Crocosaur. Lucky for him, I don't. If I top deck Crocosaur, he's in really bad shape because he has no counter up here. Chompasaur. I have nothing to target with this. So I guess I just... Cheese Smith. He's going to eat my Chompasaur out, but that's okay. That's not so bad. And that leveling that doesn't do anything. I can bring these guys back anyways. No, wait, he can't stop all this damage because he double blocks, it doesn't matter. Yeah, duh, I attack with both. Yeah, I don't even think he can't really even attack at this point. I mean, if he attacks, he gets a vampire here, but with like Vampire King. Oh, he's just gonna go for it, okay. So he's got the sweep, I guess, that's what that means. Trying to disrupt me and then sweep here. Sweep. Or that works too. This is why I run so many of these soul armament things. Because then I can still make really big dinglers that can push lots and lots of damage, even though he's got all that. Dinglers for the win. Dinglers for president. Dinglers for mayor. So he gains 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 a turn, and I do. Oh, I guess he's gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, I do a lot. Can even resurrect dinglers if I really wanted to. He's got to have sweep here. Got to have the sweep. Swings and then he sweeps. Dingler for president. Dingler for mayor. Sweep. Yeah. Now I'm in top deck mode again. That's no good. Another Vampire King. So it looks like he might have it. Oh boy. I don't want to resurrect a Dingler. I don't want to resurrect Dinglers. That's so bad. We're not going to resurrect Dinglers. We're not doing that. So how many turns do I have if he just has the one Vampire King in play? Especially because I guess if he does have Urnaz, like Dingler's pretty bad for him to resurrect, so. I mean, I guess he'll probably resurrect his own Vampire King is what will happen, but. Of course, top deck the. I guess that's better than a Dingler, kind of. Maybe I should resurrect a Dingler there. I just hate doing it. Gains 3, I do 5. I'm net doing 2. He's so far ahead. Puck. Yeah, maybe I should have resurrected a Dingler. Kind of just waiting for the next big sweep. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's searching for that sweep now. Relentless is bad for me. 2 cards this time. Relentless Corruption is another one that's really bad for me in the late game. Hierophant, okay. My guys are too big. Chlorophylla is not what I want to see here. Polymorph Dingler winning this match right now. Yeah, I probably should have just played the Dingler. It's racing me. I'm losing this race. 11 a turn. That helps. Unless he has counter. Well, even if he does, I can bring it back. Put me back in this game, Infinitrix. Put me back in this game. If he counters, it doesn't matter. She's big enough she can actually even block the Vampire King. After I pass the life drain over to like Puck to get the life drain in this turn. He's thinking about countering. But he can't do anything with it after. I was going to curse it out. Okay. I'm okay with that. And then counter. Alright, great. Give it the life drain. Everyone has Steadfast already anyways. You know, I'm just going to move everything around. We'll just spread out the buffs here because so everyone's got Steadfast anyways. That's 14 damage. 4/5 Dingler army. Yeah, that was the... Oh, man. That's what it seems to be like when I win with this deck in this matchup. What happens is like I just top deck the right thing. Another sweep would be good for him here, or another Mass Polymorph Dingler would work here. No, it wouldn't. Mass Polymorph Dingler doesn't work here. He needs a sweep. He needs extinction. Yeah. He's trying to gain some life. He's got extinction. We'll bring back... We bring back Infinitrix? No, we probably just bring back the Puck. Or the Howling Brave? Another Dingler. That doesn't matter. Now extinction. Okay. And Hierophant coming back strong here. We have nothing to resurrect. He has effectively made everything a Dingler that I would want to resurrect here. And I'm still holding off on this resurrect, by the way, because I feel like that's the good choice to make there. Still has to deal with this now, so... Amazing top deck there. We could have easily have top decked a shard. We've only drawn 10 out of the 24. That means 14 of the cards in our deck are shards at this point. which is less than half, but still. If we can keep applying pressure, it's a big deal here. That the 4th extinction? 1, 2, 3. 3 extinctions. Wow, this is a very tight match. Okay, so obviously I resurrect the Hierophant back here. Oh yeah. Oh yes. There we go. Resurrect Hierophant. Play Balthazar. Draw tons of cards. Now, this does give him a lot of targets for his Vampire King, possibly. Yeah, like Charge Colossus and yeah, so we actually want to not play any of these cards to have a better chance for him to hit those cards instead of these cards. So, because he'll probably, well, he really can't, even if he swings here and he gets a vampire, it's not good enough. It probably won't be good enough. It's likely it won't be good enough. Draws 3 of my cards. It could be bad for me. Could play Infinite Charge Colossus here. Plays another troop. I've got Crocosaur to eat him, to eat the Vampire King. If I can just deal with every threat that he has, like, there's not a lot of threats in this deck, so when I can deal with most of his threats, that's a big issue. Alright, so we're going to go in on the Crocosaur here. Yeah, we're going to go in on the Crocosaur, see if he's got a counter for that. No, he doesn't, because he only drew 1 card, so... yeah. There we go! Boom shakalaka. That was a tight game. Holy cow. Let's turn it.